Hello everybody! So today it's another one of my wood burning frames that has to be decorated. And again I'm using the Christmas paper collection that has a Scandinavian theme. I liked it quite a bit, as you can see. So what I just started doing is cutting circles. And I don't have a circle punch or whatever, I do have a circle cutter, but the smallest size that I could cut with that was just too big for what I wanted to do. So I took ribbons and the gold spray can there and just drew circles around those items with my pencil, and I just cut them out. So it's fairly simple. And for timing and keeping everything neat and quick purposes, I'm going to speed up that part where I draw all the circles and cut them. So now that everything is done, you can, by the way, cut any size that you want. It depends on what depth you have on your frame. So once that I have everything done with the circle cutting, I'm taking the ribbon and that turquoise wooden pearl. I really, really like the pearl. And you could take any kind of a pearl or pom-pom or whatever just to add it to the lower part of the ribbon, tie a knot underneath, and have something where the rest can quote-unquote sit on. So I like the turquoise as the color to stand out. And I'm using a wooden, not a wooden, a wool needle to thread through the ribbon, and I'm using my X-Acto knife to make tiny holes in pretty much the center of the pattern paper, and I'm now just sorting in which order I want them to be lined up on the ribbon. So I'm going to thread through the ribbon through all of those circles. And I'm just going back and forth trying to figure out in what order I want to have them. And I try to separate the doubles, so to say. And those two there, they're just going in between the big circles. I have more small circles than big ones, so I'm just putting them in between. So this is my stack. And like I said, I'm just punching a bit of a hole in the middle and I'm eyeballing that. And with my wool needle, I'm just going through the paper and thread every bit that I want. I'm going to thread that on. You have to be a bit careful not to rip your paper. With cardstock it might be easier, but I wanted to go for the paper. And I'm just pulling through the ribbon and First, of course, just because I can, I thread through the wrong side, but hey, I got it. So I'm pushing down the paper to the first paper to the purl, and I'm changing to a slightly smaller wool needle. I'm going to thread through my ribbon again, and then I'm going just the same way, but I'm not threading the ribbon through as much as through the needle as much as I had before. So the part, or the moment where you have two ribbons that you thread through is not very long, so your paper won't rip. So this is a fairly simple and easy project. It could be like a last minute decoration or a gift for somebody that appreciates handmade things, but you haven't had the chance, the time, or the idea to do something for them. Just take the backside of a canvas that you don't want to use anymore, or any other frame that you don't want to use anymore. Go with wood burning. How to do that, go back to day 4 of the Advent calendar. You can see how easy it is to do. And well, have some piece of wood, maybe a branch or just bark, like I'm going to use it, or pretty much anything. You could also, if you want to have it Christmassy, you could also just use some branches of any tree, like pine or something, having some green shrubbery on top, and hang that circle decoration on some on some tree branches. There's lots of possibilities to, well, adjust this project to something that you have in your home, that you don't have to go out and buy, because shops around this time of year, they're just so crowded. People are annoyed and cranky, so I don't want you to have to go out and run through 50 shops to be able to make something like this project. So maybe I got inspired there, right? So I'm pretty much at the end now. Like I said, I'm just threading on all of those circles. I'm going to adjust the width between the circles later on. I'm just pulling all of the circles onto the ribbon for now. And this is the last one. That was fairly quick, right? And if you pre-punch the holes into the circles and really take just a wool needle, which is not sharp on the tip, you could actually also do that with kids. So now I'm just holding the ribbon to be able to adjust all of those circles, have them in a nice width. Fortunately, with the camera being overhead, you can't really see that, but I guess you know what I did there. So now that this is ready, I'm bringing in the frame and the pine bark. I used pine here. And I'm just, you see that on the ribbon, I left enough ribbon empty to be able to roll it around my pine bark. I'm just tying a knot there to have it stay in place. And then I am Then I am, of course, cutting the tail. It's very important. And then I'm rolling the ribbon around the bark once more to shorten the, what's it called? The ribbon. And it's just rolled around one more. I'm also marking with a pencil where I want the glue blobs, the hot glue blobs, to be on my frame. Because this frame is quite narrow, so I can't put too much glue on it without having it run down to the middle on the inner parts of the frame. I don't want that. So to make sure that I have enough glue and that I have it at the right place, I did put down the pencil dots marking the exact position where I want my hot glue to be. And all I do is heating up my hot glue gun and putting down the glue, pressing the bark down, and let everything become solid. And that's that. That's how easy it is. So I hope you enjoyed this idea of today and maybe you got inspired. And I hope you go out now into the world and create something. And I will see you tomorrow for another day in the Advent calendar. We're almost at the end, but there's a bit more crafty things to look at. So enjoy, have a very good day, take good care, and I'm going to see you tomorrow. Goodbye.